Good evening, my cherished settlers. I bring news from across our lands. The bandits have risen once more, but fear not, for our watchmen have struck them down with courage and steel. Our harvest thrives, and we'll speak of how we've doubled our food stores through clever toil. New homes now rising within our village heart, and with them the promise of fresh kin and crafts. And rejoice, for I have secured fairer trade with distant merchants, and the spoils of foreign shores now fill our market stalls. Stay the course and subscribe for the tales unfold now. Heyo and welcome to another episode of Build and Battle Season 4, where we will build a beautiful medieval city while battling off bandits, brigands, and no-good doers. In the last episode, we wiped out a bandit gang. We also boosted our weapons trade profits and kicked off Phase 2 of our urbanization plan. So if you happened to miss that last episode, then click on the info card above, or if you're looking for a new Manor Lords series to binge watch, then check out the entire Build and Battle Season 4 playlist located in the description below. In this episode, we're ramping up our food production to keep pace with our growing population, rolling out Phase 3 of our urbanization plan in hopes of earning a new development point and cashing in the one we scored last episode. So are you enjoying Build and Battle Season 4? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, share this video with a friend, and let me know in the comments what you're most excited to see in upcoming episodes. If you can't wait to see the new season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. Also, don't miss out on our Build and Battle Season 4 merchandise featuring this season's coat of arms linked in the description below. Alrighty, I'm wicked excited to jump into today's episode, so kick back, grab your beverage of choice, and please enjoy. Today, one of the main goals is to expand food production, specifically by growing more apples and vegetables using the corpse pit method. But instead of building a big block of new housing, we're keeping it focused, just working within one large backyard. That way, we avoid overexpanding our population this episode. We'll kick things off by adding a new apple orchard right next to the one we built a few episodes ago. This is where the beauty of the Bronto method really shines. It blends perfectly with the corpse pit approach, both visually and functionally, to create a massive and efficient food-producing orchard. And by holding off on extra housing, we should see a solid boost in our surplus food. We're starting by placing down our corpse pits, which we'll use as sizing guides. Then we'll drop in a few double family burgage plots. That setup makes it really kind of easy to harvest the large backyard efficiently. We'll be doing this twice, once for vegetable gardens and once for an apple orchard. So yeah, let's jump right on in and get this built. So, as you can see, obviously I went overboard, as always when it comes to burgage pots, but also, right when we were about to settle in and enjoy watching everything grow, some raiders decided to come pay us a visit. Very, very kind of them. So they're all the way over here, and we're all the way over here. Okay, well, where are they gonna come in? Where's the bridge? There's a bridge here. There's a bridge here. If they come over this bridge here, I'm actually really gonna just see if the archers, like the crossbowmen alone, can just annihilate them on this bridge. Because they just go down so fast. They just pinch point themselves. I suppose we can do the same thing if they take this bridge up here, though. I do kind of wish they'd get a little bit harder, but it's also due to the settings. If we'd had the Baron on, we'd have a lot more fights, and perhaps some fights that didn't result in them constantly just being melted by crossbowmen. But I wanted something that could balance both the fighting and the building. Okay, so I think they're gonna end up taking this bridge here. So let's get some crossbowmen like as closely wiggled up here and here and here. Actually, I think I'd rather have them all to the side. So we'll do that. From here, it's just waiting to see them come to the bridge. We're probably gonna just melt them again. We've been doing a lot of slaughtering, annihilation, multiple massacres. Oh wow! So they're already shooting arrows, and they're not even at the bridge yet. Oh, crossbowmen are so good. They are totally worth the upgrade, guys. Oh, there goes one of the four. Who's next? Goes a second. I should probably be more worried about these archers over here, but I'm really not. Because these guys are just... they're going down. Yep, there we go. It's a fairly nonchalant battle. But... you know, honestly, I wonder if we could just destroy with just... maybe, like, keep one polearm, one retinue, and then just the rest in crossbowmen. Because on this map, if they keep just going over the bridges and you can keep pinch pointing them there, you're pretty much done. Like, these crossbowmen can fire across the river. It's a little OP. Alrighty, and back to our scheduled time lapse. Now for the main part of today's episode. We're wrapping up urbanization in the settlement center in two phases: upgrades and new housing. First up, let's focus on the upgrades. I'll let the simulation run and begin upgrading as many of the remaining burgage plots as possible to level 3. This pushes us closer to our final development milestone. But I won't be upgrading everything. I am being very selective here. I want to shape an asymmetrical, more organic skyline rather than a uniform block of buildings. By upgrading only certain houses, the center will look like it evolved over time, like families renovated based on their wealth, not just where they happened to live. Next up, let's work on the next block of housing. I'm looking to fill in the core of the settlement, but I want to be very careful about how many families we bring in. The houses are all about aesthetics, but the families are the game mechanic. Adding too many could strain the food surplus we just started to build up, and we also need to stay ahead on the king's tax. Now, while that tax doesn't play a major role in the early access game just yet, I'm not taking any chances. If Manor Lords updates and suddenly makes taxes more punishing, we don't want to end up like we did back in Season 3, owing nearly 5 figures by the end. So today, we're filling in this section right here, right along the tree line near our charcoal production. I'm going with a bit of a messier layout for this one, mixing in various sized backyards, vegetable gardens, etc. This helps mark the edge of the settlement while also boosting food production. The space is a bit awkward, so these plots may not be the most efficient, but sometimes we have to bend the strategy a bit to preserve the natural beauty of the woodlands. I also want to add a few burgage plots along the marketplace we built in the last episode, mostly to help visually box in the area. Since we don't have access to hedges, fences, or decorative props yet, these houses will act as a kind of placeholder for now. It's going to be a fairly plain row of homes at this stage, but in the future episodes, I'm hoping to mix in different level burgage plots to bring in some height variation and visual interest. All right, let's go ahead and spend some of those development points, starting with the trade logistics node. This one caps newly established trade routes at 25 regional wealth. Now, that's not hugely useful to us unless we ramp up weapon productions for export, but it is a necessary step towards unlocking better deals, which is what I'm really after. That perk reduces import costs by 10%, which is huge for our ale production. Right now, we're importing barley to make up for our poor soil fertility. The extra farms have helped a bit, but we still need more and cheaper, the better. So even though trade logistics isn't a game changer on its own, we're grabbing it for now as a prerequisite to set up for a stronger imports down the line. And then before we wrap up the episode, let's go ahead and grab that better deals perk. This will help us start saving regional wealth by cutting down import costs, especially useful as we prepare for future manor taxes and payments to the king. I've got to say, I'm really looking forward to the next Manor Lords update. I'm curious to see how this development branch evolves. Honestly, I'm constantly impressed with how polished the game feels, even in early access. There's just so much potential here, and I cannot wait to get to explore more of this game. Alrighty, everyone, I think that will just about wrap up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. Also, don't forget to check out our Build and Battle Season 4 merchandise linked in the description below. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.